Hi, Maria here, and welcome to my channel. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been gone for like a little over a month. And yeah, now I'm back. So just some unforeseen life issues that made filming impossible over this past month. Now we're on schedule, everything's normal, so I should be back to a weekly schedule. So thank you for sticking with me, even though I haven't been around for a month. And I'm looking forward to doing some filming in the fall. In fact, I actually really missed it. So this is the look that we're doing today. I even braved a wig, even though it's teeny. So anyway, this is the look. Hope that you like it, and we're gonna get started. So to start this look off, what I did was I did a mixture of NYX Pore Filler, just kind of where I need it. So like my, obviously my nose, right here, like where there's normal pores. So I put a little bit of that on, then I just used the Nivea Men's Skin Balm as the rest of my primer, and then I used Revlon Colorstay for my foundation in 200, but I used a little bit of the Makeup Forever Chromatic mix just to lighten it a little bit, and then I used Mabeline Pro, I'll have it in the description bar because I can't ever remember, but it's the one in the tube by Mabeline, and I really like that, but I still put the chromatic mix in it. And then I set everything with the Laura Mercier powder, and we're good to go. Oh, and I put Smashbox eye primer on and powdered my eyelids as well. So now we are ready to get started. I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro Palette, this one here, and you can't get Lorac in Canada as of yet. So I bought this when I went to the States this one time, and I was so pumped. And I've used it quite a lot. Like they're really good shadows. So I enjoy it quite substantially. So we're going to start by using this taupe color right here. We're going to just take this all over the kind of crease area, but I'm going fairly high, and then I'm gonna pull it kind of right into my nose. So taking it quite far, and I'm not bringing it down as far, so just kind of like that. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I have such a huge hood, I guess would be the term. So when my eyes are open, you can see my lid. Like, it's not like I've got completely hooded eyes, but primarily. But the space between my eyebrow to here is like practically eternal. Like, it's forever. There's so much space there. So I like to make my crease seem a little bit higher up, just to kind of get rid of that lid space and make it recede. So if I go dark here, it helps with that. But I'm not pulling it down all the way because I want to keep this more open. I don't know if I succeed, but that's my plan. So now I'm gonna go into this mauve shade right here, right there. And I'm just gonna put that slightly underneath, kind of all over the same area. Not pulling it down necessarily, but just kind of going into this area here. Now I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this color called Sable right there. And this color, I'm going to concentrate it on the outer portion, and I'm just gonna kind of pack it onto the lid, just so that it's kind of like a little bit of an angle. Then I'm gonna take just my blending brush. This is a Morphe M200, and I love this brush. And I'm just gonna kind of blend this out a bit so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm gonna take just a little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go back into that mauve shade right there and put that on my under eye. Me under eye. Then I'm gonna take an angled brush, and I'm gonna go into the Sable shade again, and just pack that on my lower lash line, just kind of the outer 2/3. I'm gonna take a really teeny fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into this black shade. And I'm just basically tapping the brush in like that, just very lightly. I've got a little bit there, you can tap off the excess. And I just want to put just a tiny bit of black right in the outer corner just to kind of make it more dramatic. But I don't want to go too crazy with it. So I'm using a really light hand for this. And then I'm going to just flick it. And the key is you want to use a little bit and then you can always go in with a little bit more until you get it the right shade. But it's better to go in with a little than too much. Like I kind of went a little crazy here. So I'm going to have to fix that. Just take this black and pull it down a little bit onto the lower lash. There, just like that. I'm going to take that mid-size fluffy brush and just kind of massage that black a little bit. Just to kind of blend it, but I don't want to go because then I'll have black all over the place and it'll muddy everything up. I just want to keep it concentrated. Okay, now I'm going to take that other fluffy brush. Let's face it, I'm never going to call them by names. So this is a larger fluffy brush. I'm going to go back into the mauve shade and then I'm just going to take this and kind of just blend it through here. It just helps kind of make everything look blended. So if you see a patchy area, take kind of the lightest shade that you use in your look, like your transition shade or whatever. And if you just lightly kind of blend it over the area, you get a more seamless blend. Okay, so now comes the exciting part. I'm going to go into this nude shade right here, and it's a shimmery shade. And I'm gonna just pack this all over my lid. Are you ready for the magic? I just love the way that just instantly brightens things. Love it! I'm just gonna go in with this bigger brush and just kind of blend here a little bit. Gonna go back into the, what is it? Back into Sable. And now I can see a line where I've put the color. So now I'm just gonna extend that. Whoa. Okay, got way too much on my brush. Oh, the adventures. Okay, so I'm taking a fluffy. I'm gonna just blend that out because I got way too much. Okay, then I'm just taking kind of this weird C type brush, but it's a little thicker. And I'm going to go into the white shade. I'm just putting that under my brow. Now I'm going to take my Jumbo Pencil by NYX in Milk, and I'm just doing my tear duct area. So I put the milk on, and now I'm just going to go into the nude shade. That's the color that's on the lid, and just using that base will just make that pop just a little bit more for the inner corner. Okay, so now that I've got the shadow on, what I'm going to do is line my eyes with this Mary Kay black eyeliner. I really like it. It kind of stays in my waterline pretty good. So I'm just gonna tight line. And then I'm going to do my waterline. And I'm going for a little bit more of a dramatic look today, so I'm going to take the Kat Von D ink liner and I am going to attempt to line my eyes and give myself a wing. I've been working on this and it's hit and miss for me. Every time I've tried it on camera, it ends up looking terrible, but I thought I'd try it again because if you don't try, you're never gonna learn, and that's stayed with me. So we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. That's history in the making, people. My first proper wig on camera. Yeah, so I'm just doing a little bit of a wing, and with me, because my eyes are so hooded and because my fold comes right over, I can do a wing that's more flicked up, but it ends up being a bit of a disaster. So I find that if I do it a little straighter, I can get a bit of a line, and it's just kind of a baby wing, because I'm going slow with the whole wig business. Anyway, I'm gonna do the other eye. I did my wing and it turned out not too bad, so I'm excited. I'm gonna now do that. And seriously, the mascara that I've been loving the most is this Essence Lash Princess. Although it does smudge on me, but I can't stop using it even though it smudges, because I love the way it makes my lashes look. So I'm just going to put my lashes on off camera, and then, oh, and I'll do my eyebrows too, and then we'll be back to do the rest of the face. Okay, so I've got my falsies on, I did my eyebrows, and now I'm going to contour my face. So I'm gonna start with the usual product, which I just dug my hand into, which is the Omega eyeshadow from MAC. And I'm almost like getting down to the nitty gritty with this thing, but it's still going strong. And then I'm actually going to do what I normally do with the bronzer with this shade. I'm gonna contour my nose a bit. I'm gonna go in with this brush first and just go along just a light line. Now I'm gonna go in with my Chocolate Soleil bronzer, just lightly. I'm not doing too much of that today. And I'm gonna keep it to the, I'm not gonna bring it down, just kind of keep it on the upper part. I know that didn't make sense, but let's face it, I don't speak well. Now I'm going to use MAC Cubic for my blush. And then just on the apples of my cheeks, I'm going to use this H&M blush in Pale Pink. It's kind of the top part there. Give my apples a little something something. Then I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam. I'm gonna just use this fan brush, and I'm just gonna go into the Crushed Pearl shade. I'm gonna keep it fairly high today. And then for my nose, I'm going to actually use, I'm just gonna use that, and I'm gonna go in, and I'm just gonna do a little bit along the whole top of my nose, just really lightly, and then extend it down. I'm actually gonna use this brush and do my Cupid's bow as well. I like doing that rather than my finger. It just seems to work better, and then I just rub it a little bit. And then I'll go back to my fan brush for my chin. And then lately, just because I've been tired, I think, I'm just gonna go into my Hourglass. I hadn't been using it for a while, but I just lately have been feeling like I looked kind of sallow and weird. So I'm just gonna amp up my glow. Yeah, I am. And I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. I'm gonna use MAC Stone as per usual. And then I'm gonna use NYX Liquid Suede in Sandstorm. And I'm going to put that everywhere except for right in the middle. And then I'm gonna use Kat Von D Requiem in the middle. Just kind of pat it on like this. Kind of pat it with my finger. You could use a lip brush too. So this is the final look, all complete. I guess that's what makes it final. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is what I've got going on. I really like it. I like the coolness of it. So I love doing warm looks, but lately I've been wanting to do more cool looks. I don't know why, but this kind of just suits my coloring better. Like, as much as I always tend to do warm looks, I actually like this look on me better. It looks a little bit more, it seems like I always get told I look goth whenever I wear stuff like this. I don't know if it brings out the paleness in me, but however, I really like this kind of makeup. So hope that you enjoyed. I hope you got some helpful tips. Helpful tips, yeah, that's what they're called now. I hope you got some helpful tips, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. And other than that, have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.